Yo, 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 welcome to Premier247 Recruiting with Night Knowles, Florida State user, trying to get this thing up and running off the ground and give us some content to go through, and kind of got my screens over here. So looking this way, just bear with me. Um, but we are going to talk about quarterbacks, kind of borrowing from the Elite 11 and turning it into the Premier 11. Um, but we're gonna hit the top 11 quarterbacks in the OD. Um, Kind of borrowing from Elite 11, a little explanation, top quarterback talent. Uh, Program hosts regional camps across the country to identify promising talent, accumulating in the Elite 11 finals, which is Premier 11. Standout quarterbacks compete, learn advanced skills, gain exposure to college scouts and national attention. Program doesn't just test physical skills like arm strength and accuracy, also emphasizes mental acuity, leadership qualities, and ability to perform under pressure. All right, so with that said, let me get this going here. All right, then let's see, where's my other color source? All right, so this is what I got. 2029 top quarterbacks, Premier 11. Okay, so we got Kyle Vaughn out here. Initially, you'll see him committed on the left in the big screen, but he initially had Clemson, Penn State, and Tennessee. And we have, obviously, we're in friggin' week 7 now. Or, sorry, South Carolina, Clemson, Tennessee. And he's from South Carolina, 6'3", 207, improviser. Um, my bad. I'm reading freaking Gage. Kyle Vaughn, Virginia Beach, Virginia, 6'2", 194, scrambler. My bad. Um, he's premier dog. Um, he, as we'll see, I didn't grab his player card, but he's now committed to Penn State. Um, but he is take the top dog um, quarterback commit. Then we got Gage, Clemson, South Carolina, Tennessee, improviser. Juan Nunez, Michigan, Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, another improviser. Emmanuel Speed, Alabama, Miami, Ole Miss. He's a field general. Rosa, Utah, Stanford, Boise State, scrambler. Klein, South Carolina, Clemson, West Virginia, improviser. Ackworth, Georgia. Osgood was TCU, Nebraska, and what is that? I can't. Boise State. Sorry, Boise State. Um, Buchel, Cincinnati, UK, Ohio State. Kind of the man that's flying under the radar out of these 11 quarterbacks here. Then you got Rooks out of Missouri, Arizona, Ohio State, Avilius, Illinois, Georgia, Bama, and then Cantwell, A&M, Baylor, and Houston. And we will see a user has crept up as number 1 for him. But we'll kind of go through these. We'll see as I scroll through them how they're now committed. Gage, Nunez, Speed, Bama. Try to get his card. Try to get Vaughn's card since he was a premier dog. Then we got Rosa, who's got Utah now leading in the only offer. Well, one that's pushing ahead out of Stanford now. Klein, South Carolina. I think this is a underrated commit right here. Then you got Osgood, which we'll see here in a minute, committed to UNC and TCU, which his guard, he doesn't have very much speed. He's another field general. And we flip over to the 4 stars here. You got Buchel down to Cincinnati and Kentucky. And we got Rooks committed to Missouri. We got a late ad, a user, or maybe at the very beginning of this 2029 year. Avilius, Georgia, Illinois, but Georgia seems to be recruiting him the toughest right now, putting kind of full court press on him, while Bama's falling off because they got the number 4 quarterback. Then we got Cantwell, who Arkansas and Dearmon has kind of sprinted in front of these other teams and will be a huge, huge get for his program. But let me get this other card up now. Here you go. Here's an updated one with quarterbacks committed. So you got Penn State, took the number 1 Gage, went to Clemson. Nunez, who is the number 1 player in California, traveling to Michigan. Who knows how much Scotian gave him in NIL. Then you got Rosa battling Klein, like I said, committed to South Carolina. Osgood, TCU, Rooks, Missouri, and then Cantwell and Avilius. So let me get these 2 guys up here. We'll talk about them. So we got Osgood and Unk coming out of TCU, which won't be very, would say, dual threat, but probably the better of the field generals. We'll have to compare him with speed once I get his player card in and his final Premier247 rating comes in. But Osgood, 90 throw power, 87 short, 82 medium. Deep, he has a little trouble completing that ball. I'd say probably about 5 out of 10 he gets completed deep. Under pressure, he's a little say flimsy in the heat of pressure. And then obviously speed is, you're not going to get much out of him in the run game. An option might be lacking there. So we'll go to see what Nunez, number 1 out of California. As you can see, he's going to come with a little bit more traits, a little bit more mental acuity with field general headstrong. Got mobile dead eye, got some pull down factor, and he's thrown pretty well off his back foot. And he's got platinum extender, which is going to shake some defenders off of him. Deep accuracy, 85. That's 10 points higher than Osgood. Under pressure, he stands in there, delivers a good ball, can throw on a run, short, break sack. Little lacking over the middle with the medium accuracy, that 15 to 20 yard range, but he gets hot. Look out. As you can see, State number 1 out of Yuba City, California, position 3rd best quarterback. So I'm kind of interested to see what Gage and Vaughn look compared to Nunez, because Nunez, I mean, 6'3", 218, got some speed, got some agility to him. And so Vaughn and Gage gotta be daggone better than he is. All right. So got some got an impressive 5-star, 2 5 stars right there. Very interested to see Vaughn. We'll hit him on the next show, but he's got to be a creative playmaker. I mean, you gotta think he's gonna be just a lot better or on par as Nunez. But there's your Premier 11 quarterbacks right there. So I'd say with the future for the so how these quarterbacks fit into the future programs and their potential impact. Uh, as we've seen with Penn State, he's got a transfer wide receiver in from Tulane who's been tearing it up, which I believe he just got popped for some PEDs, so he's got to be suspended and sit out for 3 games. But pair him with Vaughn and some other receivers, it's going to be a dynamite offense. Then obviously speed, get him with the Alabama crew. It's going to be very tough to beat. Then Osgood. I'm kind of interested to see how Unk fits him into the offense with his playmakers. He lost some guys from last year's title run, but by the time Osgood takes over, I think he'll reload. And then I think the dark horse would be the Klein kid for South Carolina. How's he fit into Carolina? I haven't watched him play before, so I don't have that much intelligence or IQ or scheme awareness to break that one down. And then Cantwell, I think you get Dearmon, a top quarterback, learning the game um, over the last couple weeks, and going forward, if he can get to a bowl game this year, which probably will, how that transforms his Arkansas team. All right, so I had planned on hitting kind of every position, but I didn't get enough. I'm gonna save that one for later, but I didn't get enough from the top 5. This is we're in week 7, but basing this off of week 5 that you can see in the top right, you got Alabama, Ohio State, Stanford, Wisconsin, and Florida State in the top 5, which that has changed now a little bit, but I'm gonna hit Alabama's few guys and Ohio State's few guys. So we'll hit Bama first here. Let me make sure it's good here. All right. So Bama. We'll go in here. I basically asked the guys to send me the top players from their positions. So I hit Brazil last. We'll go with Tant. So middle linebacker 6'3". For some reason, some of these cards will be darker and not as bright as the others, but 6'3", 230. Basically everything that you wanted, a prototypical spread middle for probably 4-2-5 defense right here. You got 93 speed with 93 acceleration, which is crazy. I'm reading comments a lot right here, but 83 acceleration, 90 or 93 acceleration, 93 speed. Get to the hole, meet the running back here, running back in the hole, sideline to sideline, pass coverage will be all there. Agility, block shedding, pursuit, just Tant is daggone beast of a player, and probably what all of us want in the middle. Go to Reed. Another outside linebacker right here, number one at his position. Again, 6'2", 239. Acceleration, speed, freaking almost elite. You got quick jump, rush the passer here and there, power moves. Not very good in zone coverage though. Not very good. So I expect him to probably come off the edge a little bit more. Maybe he moves down into a four down defensive end coming off the edge. But regardless, he's another big time player for Bama. You got Burks. Got a tackle highlighting the offensive line here a little bit too. 6'6", 325. He showed good agility to get to the second level. Make those big impact blocks. Running. You probably want to see a little bit more pass block from a right tackle, but as long as he's got a right-handed quarterback, he'll be able to see that coming off the edge. But good strength, good acceleration, impact. He's going to hold his block pretty well. So, again, he is eating in the recruiting game. We'll go Brown, cornerback. Probably arguably one of the top guys. Ohio State, Wait, the Lions Den that's in the chat probably has the other top cornerback, but you got 90 acceleration, 98 speed, change of direction, 91, 84 man coverage, press, freaking 6 foot, Fort Lauderdale, probably out of St. Thomas Aquinas or American Heritage down there. Very good player. Probably tutelage by Patrick Surtain Sr. We'll keep moving on. And that's the last player for Bama that we'll highlight. So, again, Alabama, Coach Clay is killing it on the recruiting trail. All right, let me make sure I got Ohio State ready to go here. All right. All right, so Lions Den TV, Wait, is the coach, AD, head coach for the Ohio State Buckeyes. So, not very many times you get a tight end up on the screen for first, and at that, a 6'2" one. You'd expect like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", maybe Darnell Washington 6'7", but Wait dipping down in Houston, Texas, getting Kevin Power up to Columbus. Catching 83, acceleration 88, speed 86, so he's going to beat more than enough linebackers, except for probably his own and Alabama's, um, and probably Texas. But a solid target to throw to as a safety net, safety catch. All right, we'll go to Jung. Left end, doesn't have very many at all abilities, no quick jump, none of that, no disruptor, edge, but he's going to play well on the road. He's a team player. He's coming all the way from Hawaii. So I don't know how or who he sent out to Hawaii on vacation to get him. But welcome Jung to the mainland and freezing cold Columbus, Ohio in November. But what's it say? Strength 82. Pretty good for a defensive end. Power move 86. Where's the acceleration? 85, 83. So you're gonna get off the ball pretty well. We'll see how he develops. I bet he will probably be replaced in a year or two. Out over recruited, I'm sure, if weight has anything to do with it. Push him out the program, make him go back west. James. All right. This is probably what you want in the end. 6'4", 249. You got that pocket disruptor coming from Missouri, right? MO. I want to make sure it's not Maryland. Yeah, it's MO. All right. Small screen. O and D look the same a little bit sometimes. Strength 82, same as Jung. 82 speed, 87 acceleration. A bit better coming off the ball, and it's going to probably wreak a little bit more havoc than Jung. I like this kid a lot. I'm sure he's going to be obviously position number one. Where's he from? Missouri State 1 prospect, and then he's top 20 nationally. So very good player, very elite for another elite team. All right, Simons. Arguably, probably the best corner. Erasmus, New Jersey. Probably out of one of them Catholic schools up there. I know there's two of them. St. Joseph's and Paramus Catholic, I believe it is. I think Unc could help me on that. 6'2", 197, jammer, house call, natural. He's a little lower on the man coverage compared to the Alabama kid, but elite speed, acceleration, change of direction. So he's going to be probably an elite or superstar development too. And as you can see, he's the number one national player. And by player card, he's actually got a bust diamond. Don Bosco. All right, cool. So Don Bosco, Paramus Catholic, and St. Joseph's all play against each other. But wait, says he's from Don Bosco. So like this player a lot. It's going to be interesting to see how he develops with maybe the bust changing something or developing poorly. And our last player, Ecker, which said he didn't see any 6'7" tackles, but he has now signed a 6'7" tackle, long ass arms, stop pass rushers. Got the OL rally. Run blocking is a little under 80, but pass blocking, there shouldn't be anybody coming. Eh, you got the green diamond, Jim. Good strength. Pass block and run block are a little confusing here. They're both mid 70s, but then he's got finesse up in the mid 80s. So interesting how that will translate to his roster. But very good player out of Ohio, staying home. Lakewood, I don't necessarily know exactly where Lakewood, Ohio is, but staying home in the Buckeye State. All right. I was going to also highlight Clemson, South Carolina, and Texas, but I didn't get enough participation. Texas came in late, but wasn't. He gave me one player that I asked for. But chat, who do you think the future stars are for Alabama and Ohio State? Run through them again real quick. You got Ecker, left tackle. Simons, corner, number one player in the nation. Jameis, left hand. Jung, end. Power, tight end. And we'll flip back to Bama. You got Brown, corner. Let's compare him and Simons in a second. Hold on. Burks, tackle. Reed, outside linebacker. And Tant. Man, I this guy. Let me bring this up. Tant is going to be a menace for this team. Put him on the field with Reed. These two guys are going to freaking wreak havoc. All right, let's see if this does right. All right, so you got Brown and Power right here. Oh, my bad. Hold on. I screwed up. Okay, Brown and Simons. I mean, you look at it. Brown is better than man. He's faster. He's just 1 point on acceleration. I don't know how you put Simons above Brown. You know? I don't know. What do y'all think? I'll give you a minute. Pretty mad. I'm mad that Bama came down to Fort Lauderdale, dog, and took them from myself, Sid out of Miami, Guapo out of Florida. I don't know. But Bama's been doing that for years, taking Florida's talent. So I don't know. They're both going to be shut down for their teams. All right, let me go back to. All right, this concludes this show. Um, hit the top quarterbacks for this cycle. As you can see, Premier Dog Kyle Vaughn, Penn State, Emmanuel Speed, Bama, Nunez, Michigan, um, Klein, South Carolina, Osgood, TCU, and then Cantwell is slowly trending towards Arkansas. Then we hit Bama, Ohio State, top classes, top couple players. So that concludes this. Hit the chat. What you want to see next time? Trying to do these every advance or every couple of days, preferably probably Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've been sitting on this first episode for about a week and a half and trying to put together this stuff. But not bad. I don't think there's some improvement to go. Hopefully this next one we'll be able to look at some skilled players, top skilled players. Scotian is kind of probably the top players right now. I'm going to try to hit the top few in each position, probably halfbacks and wide receivers and maybe DBs, cornerbacks, frees and strongs next episode. Then do the trenches and then do backers and so forth. Kind of space it out. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. So as you get top players or someone that you may expect to contribute that could be a low 4-star into 3-star and post that one. So it's whatever you want to really help me feature and kind of keep track of. And probably like show 3 we recap or look into players that were in last year's class that are contributing for our teams this year. And I know I got two, a running back and a receiver that are playing a lot of snaps. I don't know who else has freshmen or redshirt freshmen that are playing, but I'm sure there are lots of them. It just I got to go through and look at stats, and you guys help me so I can put together these graphics and produce the content. So that is a wrap for this show. Appreciate y'all. Let me know what y'all think. And we out.